The Enchanted Library and the Forgotten Name. In the heart of a quiet town, there was an old library that no one visited anymore. It was covered in vines, its windows dusty, and its doors creaked like they hadn't been opened in years. But one day, a curious boy named Oliver pushed open the heavy wooden door and stepped inside. The library was filled with towering shelves of books, stretching so high that the ceiling disappeared into darkness. At the center of the room stood a grand golden book on a pedestal. Unlike the others, this book had no title, and its pages were blank. As Oliver flipped through the empty pages, words suddenly began appearing right in front of his eyes. To read is to remember. But can you remember what you've forgotten? Confused, Oliver turned the page, and suddenly the library vanished. He found himself in a strange, colorless world where everything looked like an old, faded drawing. The air buzzed with whispers, but there were no people, only shadows moving between the buildings. A girl in a dark cloak appeared before him.
You shouldn't be.
Here, she said.
This is the land of the forgotten. The forgotten?
Oliver asked. She nodded.
This is where lost names, lost stories, and lost memories go.
Oliver felt a shiver down his spine.
Then why am I here?
The girl hesitated before answering.
Because you too are forgotten.
Oliver's heart pounded.
That can't be true. My parents, my home, I remember them.
The girl handed him a small mirror.
Look for yourself.
Oliver looked into the mirror and gasped. His reflection had no face. Suddenly, memories rushed into his mind. The reason no one visited the old library. The reason the grand book had no title. It was his own story. He had been part of the town once, a long time ago, but he had been forgotten.
But if I'm forgotten,
Oliver whispered.
How can I return?
The girl handed him a quill.
You must write your name in the golden book. If someone in the real world reads it, you will be remembered again.
With trembling hands, Oliver wrote his name in the book. At that moment, everything blurred, and he felt himself being pulled back. When he opened his eyes, he was standing in the library once more. The dust was gone, the shelves were bright, and people were walking inside reading books. A librarian smiled at him. "Welcome back, Oliver," she said. "We've missed you." As Oliver looked around, he saw a dusty book on a table. He picked it up and read the title, The Girl in the Dark Cloak. He flipped to the last page. It was empty, just like his had been. A single thought crossed his mind. What if she is still forgotten?